welcome to the Sit with Tracey show. I'm your host, Tracey Williams, and we're here today, all the way joining us live. I'm loving this. All the way in Italy, we're celebrating 100 years of excellence with our very own Chiara Soldati. Welcome. Yes, welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you today?
Hi. Well, I'm very happy to be the guest of your show, and I'm so happy to maintain the contact with the United States because I missed it so much in this period to come and visit in the market because usually I come quite every month or every month and a half.
Oh
So I
wow.
missed so much your market, your country. So I'm so happy to maintain this connection, this digital connection, but it is very important for me. And
Yes.
thank you because I have a very nice remember about the last time when we met
Yes.
many months ago. So thank
Right.
you for your invitation, and I'm very happy to join you for me this evening and to
Yes.
spend time with you chatting about La Scolca, the new opportunities, and everything.
Yes. I love it. So I would like for you to do, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit of Scolca history. I know we're celebrating 100 years, and you're the fifth
Yes,
generation, correct?
I am the fourth generation, and my
Okay.
son will be the fifth generation. My
Oh,
son
wow.
Ferdinando, yes, will be in October 18th, and he will start next week with the stage in La Scolca because this summer we scheduled 1 month in July in San Diego at the San Diego University, but
Oh,
during
wow.
this time will be unable to come in US for his
Right.
training. So, well, next year, he will come in US, and for this time, he will start a stage in La Scolca, and he will start on Monday because my son Ferdinando decided to follow my step and the family business. He's very passionate and he's very well convinced about this, and the history will be repeated in the future. So it is a
Oh,
great
good.
satisfaction. And like my mother said many times, we created a great vintage, but we created also great generation because the last
Well,
100 years of La Scolca are not the history of a business about business, but it is
mm,
the history of many generations. And the secret of this success and how after so many years we are on the stage, we are in the market, and we are so successful is the story of this family because we was
right.
very strong, we was very courageous. We was the first seller that started to invest in the Gavi area and to invest in Cortese, the white wine in
Wow.
Piedmont. Is so
Oh,
famous for the red wines. So
yes.
I think that every time, and now we are overcoming a very difficult time. We needed to be very strong to look really far
Right.
away, and the life train us to many difficulties and many moments,
Right.
but we might be
Right.
very strong and courageous in the life. So the history of La Scolca is
Awesome.
authenticity, is very strict rules, the love
Right.
for our land, and obviously to be always courageous and curious about the future, new projects. So
Right.
it is our philosophy, and it is a good philosophy.
I love it, and I'm excited that your son coming in as the fifth generation as he approaches his 18th birthday. That is beautiful. And so, with the strength of your family and that generation, how have you all how have you all continue to strategize and stay connected with the markets and internationally with you not being able to, come back and forth every month like that. So what strategies did you all use or to stay connected and to, you know, um, for the strength and for the history of the winery. So, what strategies did you use during this, COVID-19 pandemic time?
It is a great question. Well, first, is it very important to start with the great material and great raw material and products. So I personally follow the growing of my plants, and I'm really convinced that every project needs to start with the very quality material. So we take care also in this time about the quality of the cultivation of our plants and our vineyards. So
Right.
also this year, that is very difficult time, we decided to don't change any budget for the quality of the product. So first of all,
Okay.
we believe in our product. Secondary, it is always important to be very innovative. So I finished 2 years ago to build the last and new cellars. So every generation built a new cellars. So we have 4 cellars in La Scolca because every generation update the cellar and the winemaking process, and obviously the new technology to guarantee always the great quality of the wine. And I'm
Correct.
very proud because, like I said before, for us, the property, the vineyards are considered like a strong heritage. So we work like a biodynamical cellar, and we respect the natural great heritage of our land. So it means that we don't use pesticide or we don't use any chemical
Good.
additives in the cellar. Secondary, but not secondary. Personally, I started to develop the knowing of La Scolca in many new markets. So now we export in 46 markets in the world. My father,
Awesome.
more than yes, it is a great
Yes.
it is a
Yes.
great goal. But it was my family, was my father in the 70s that started to export in United States when Sirio Maccioni, that we remember like great ambassador for the Italian culture of wine and food, asked to my father to have La Scolca Black Label in New York at the Cirque. And so our great American dream started in New York with the Sirio Maccioni. And we started to export in UK, in Germany.
Oh,
But
wow.
with my work in La Scolca 25 years ago, that I started to create many more connections in the world. And I can consider that my travels in the markets are so important because I needed to have my opinion about the development of the market to meet the person, and also to meet personally my account, my connection, like with you when we met during the wine
Right.
tasting, because it is business, but the business
Right.
is made
Absolutely.
by also people, and so it is so important to maintain a very
Exactly.
strong connection. And it
This.
was very important also in the last 3 months is during this strong lockdown, because the professional connection was not only the professional connection, because became like a friendship. So we supported
Yes.
each other, and it was very important, this personal profile.
It
So
is.
I take care about my cellar because it is important and fundamental to
You're right.
follow every details, because quality and excellence is made by the
Absolutely.
details. But it is important
Absolutely.
also to visit in person
Absolutely.
the market.
Right. All right. And like you mentioned, those relationships, especially during this time, has been very critical. With healthy relationships, strong relationships, those are very valued during these times. So those relationships, tell as far as the market and your partnerships. Tell us, you expressed that you're in the UK, um, and in Germany. So tell us more about the markets, the different markets in the partnership that La Scoca has branched out to, that are you currently in, and that you're branching out to. So tell us about those relationships in the markets as far as with your with La Scolca?
Well, I believe that it is very important to have a strong relationship with our business partners, like we have in the United States with the Choros and Southern Glazer wines, because it is fundamental to have the right partners in every country, because the business partners are our ambassadors, and they made a great job in every countries. And we started few years ago to have also marketing and communication partners like Ferretti and Riva or Bentley or
Okay.
many others brands with which we are cooperating. And it is a very important way to represent the lifestyle, and especially with Riva and Ferretti Yacht, that is a very famous Italian
Yeah.
producer of yachts. We made many different events also in Miami, for example, in Fort Lauderdale or in Palm Beach, because it is important for us to show the Italian lifestyle, and because the lifestyle is a connection with the culture, with many different elements. And we love to do this because it is a way to stay more close to our consumer, and to
Right.
present the wine not only like a product but like an emotion, because during this long time at home we discovered like a glass of wine, a dish of pasta or pizza,
Yes.
it became a little gift in the life, and we
Right.
discovered like the little things of life are so important, because finally we enjoy the little things of life.
Exactly. Exactly. And like you say, I love the way you say that because Italy is known with this wine. The oldest in history, and in its embrace, is the culture, the lifestyle. And that's a word, and I may say it wrong, so correct me. It stands for Italy. It stands for land of wine. It's
Yeah.
Inocha. How do you pronounce it? It's
Yes, it is, because well, the trend of aperitif born in Italy, because end of the day, after a long day of work, we are usual to meet friends and well, to stay all together drinking a glass
right.
of white wine or sparkling, or chatting and eating something.
Oh,
And
fun.
we are considered like happy people and the people of the happy moments, and we are perhaps considering like smiling people. I think that Italy had a very strong background in the
Was that
back,
it?
because we have so many artists in our history, like Michelangelo or Leonardo, or many poetry. So it is something that we have
Oh,
inside. And, we learn at school, but
right.
finally it is something that is close to us. And yes, I think that we try to enjoy life also in the difficult moment. And it
I
is
love
a
it.
good life.
I love it. So, what are some of the new trends in Italy? So, what are some of the new trends?
Well, the new trends during this time, we discovered something that born in United States many times ago, because we discovered the wine delivery and food delivery at home. So we was so happy to have at home the delivery from many restaurants, and it is very comfortable. It is very nice. They are the big trend. Yes, now we started again to the market, the traditional market, and obviously the happy hour is always.
Oh, wow. So okay. So happy hour. That's usually what 6 to 8 or something like that. It goes
Seven,
between
seven, yes,
7.
yes, and normally on Thursday or Friday,
Right.
Friday, because on Saturday we don't work. So, like I said before, it is a nice moment to meet people and friends. Uh,
Absolutely. Socialize is great. And a lot of restaurants and establishments, they created the happy hour and do it during the upper weekdays to help generate business as a marketing trend. So it's
Yes, it
definitely
is.
good. Yeah. And it's like you stated, it's great for socializing. It's fun, it's relaxed after work type of environment. So it's really, really good. So I love that. So I love that. So what new projects are you working on right now?
Well, we have many. We have many new projects because we finished now the new welcome area with the seminars room with a new specific program for outdoors travel and programs. So we will do very nice training in the vineyards for our visitors, and we will present also project with many famous chefs in La Scolca to present the food pairing for private
Love it.
events, because
Oh,
obviously we will respect all the protocol for the sanitary situation that we have, but we will create many different ideas. And what I would like to do also will be to enjoy our very big terrace that we have over the vineyards, creating a specific lesson of yoga with
oh, I love
because
it.
because countryside communicate us peace, and
Mhm.
communicate us the healthiness, and is a fantastic place to relax, to stay healthy. And
Right.
I think that in this moment it is what we need. So I'm creating many projects around the wine tourism. I created a new sparkling Blanc de Blanc this year.
Oh,
Yes, because
love it.
every time that happens something special in the family, we celebrate this moment with the wine, a new wine. So for the
Right.
18th anniversary of my son, I created this sparkling wine, Blanc de Blanc, and we will present
Oh,
very soon the limited edition black label Gavi Dei Gavi. This
yes.
this label, but
Yes. Yes.
with
I
the
have my
golden,
bottle.
we have the same with the
Yes.
golden bottle for the 100 harvest this year. So we will present this wine.
Awesome. I love it. Now, with you, with the new trends and basing around your wine tours, with COVID going on, and we're in right now phase two, we're transitioning from COVID-19. So, how are you all transitioning that? How are you utilizing or are adhering to COVID-19 to present your wine tours? Have you opened back up already for your wine tours? And if not, like when do you plan to start your wine tours again? And how do you see the strategy for moving forward with doing the tours? Because I would love to come.
Well, now obviously is different. So I'm presenting with many different channels my wines. So I'm creating a very entertainment moment of tasting with the sommelier for the final consumer on the social media, for example. I'm creating business coaching meeting on Zoom for all the team all over the world, in order to maintain the contact, to study strategies, to update about the products, and so to maintain, like we said before, this personal relationship. Obviously, I suppose that till the end of the year will be not so possible to visit the markets personally, because all
Right.
our partners are so busy, and also because we respect this sanitary emergency. So obviously, when it will be possible, I will be very ready with my trolley to start again my travel. But I'm using this time to follow everything that I started this at the beginning of this year, and obviously last years. And so we will keep this time to communicate in a different way. I believe
Right.
that if we need to communicate and to stay close to all our partners, we find the good instrument to do this. Obviously, it is different because we speak to the cameras. We are
Right.
far
Right.
physically, but with our heart, we are very close. So, well, it is a
Yes.
different.
Absolutely. And it's great because you have imported here in the United States. You know, this definitely keep you connected. Mr. Shah Ross is your importer here that's keeping you connected. So, like you say, yes, as we stated, the importance of relationships are great. Now, I was so happy to receive my wine samples, my wine shipment. So, like, I have, yes, I
Uh,
do.
the
I
white
do.
label.
I have the
Yes,
white label. Now
yes,
tell me a little bit about the white label. Tell me a little bit about this wine. Yes.
white
T-
label is
yes. Tell
this.
us a little bit
Yes,
about this one.
okay.
Hmm.
Well, we decided to share today the white label and the black label because are our very historical and traditional items in our portfolio. Well, white label is characterized by very vigorous and crispy tasting, and is characterized by the age of the vine that is around 20 years. So in our estate, 20 years are considered quite young vine because the life of the vineyards arrive till 60 years old. So white label is a perfect wine to be drink by the glass or as aperitif or fantastic pairing with the seafood, with pasta,
Oh
with
yes.
shellfish. Is characterized by a very nice tasting and aromas of almond, very mineral and salty, quite salty tasting. Remember a little bit the tasting of Sauvignon Blanc. Very
Okay.
easy, but very interesting wine. And the secret of this wine is, like I said before, that it isn't made with many chemical additives,
Chemicals.
and the
Right.
alcohol is only 12. So it
It's,
is important, and we have a very low calories. That is important because summer
oh
is
yes.
quite close.
Yeah, that's
So
always
black
great.
label.
Yeah, that's good. So the black. This is the black label. Yes.
This is the black label. It is a very icon wine for La Scolca. Is the famous Gavi dei Gavi that is a trademark for La Scolca since 1969, and it is considered quite all over like the milestone of Gavi. We produce Gavi black label with the vine around 60 years old,
Oh
so the
wow.
flavor are so concentrate. And
Mm.
the difference between the black label and the white label is not only the age of the vine, but also in the tasting. We recognize in the black label very long tasting, great minerality, and a very nice flavor of orange, of citrus,
Mm.
very harmonious, very fresh, but so long and so intense.
Right.
And it is very famous wine in the jet setter and the show business people. And if you are
Gold
curious, you
flavors.
can visit our website,
Mhm.
lascolca.net. So we can well be very proud because so
Yes.
many special people drank La Scolca in official parties, in official dinners, and so visit La Scolca website and discovered in our press release so many articles about La Scolca and where La Scolca
I
was
love it.
drank.
I love it.
It is so nice to have so many articles and
Right.
menu and so many people that decided for their special moment to drink La Scolca. And this evening, I
Yes.
prepared also a dish.
Oh, the
It is
pasta pasta. Yes,
yes,
that looks
so
delish. Let's see.
it is, and it is one of my suggestion because pasta with pesto is very easy to prepare because you
Right.
need only paste,
I
basilic, uh,
yeah, I did mine like this.
parmigiano, and oil and the pine nuts. And after
Mm,
you mix everything, and finally the sauce pesto is made. So it's fresh,
good.
it's very tasty and flavored, and it is the perfect pairing with gavi. Obviously, gavi is beautiful also with sushi and with Greek food, with the Mexican. So
Oh,
we can match with many different type of food, but obviously one of the native pairing is pasta with pesto.
yeah, I love it. And that's one of the things I love about this wine, about everyone. It gives such a variety with how you can experience it. I mean, the different foods. My first time that I experienced after your wine tasting when you came to the United States, I had some with some seafood. It was so delicious. It was good. It was great. I love it. I love it.
Thank you. And black label could be considered like an Italian Chablis. It's very close in the style and the tasting to the Chablis because the soil is very similar because it's argillous, very rich, and the tasting is very close to the Chablis style.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Now, I did receive some others, so I'm just going to show these off. So, look at this bottle.
Yes,
Oh my God.
yes,
This is
yes.
beautiful. A gold. I love the presentation of it. This gold. Oh my God.
This
This.
is the special bottle for our anniversary. So for our 100th anniversary, 100th harvest this year. So I decided to create something very special. So the bottle is totally painted, and also the label is not in paper but is painted. So is very precious, and it
Right.
is very a great bottle for the very crazy and a special moment, and we
Such as
created
this.
something to remember. Yes,
Oh, great. I love it. I love it. Now, well,
this is Ferdi, mi porti il caricatore. Oh well, the Gavi Dantan is the wine that my father created more than
oh, wow.
25 years ago. Yes, because when I decided to start this work, this business, this adventure, my father decided to create something very special. And Gavi Dantan is the Gavi Black Label, aged 10 years in the stillness tanks, and it on the lease. So it is very special. So it was his
Yes.
gift to
Oh,
join the
wow.
past and the future. So the name Dantan was a suggestion of my mother, and Dantan means of the past time. It is something that we keep from the past to the future, remembering the past. So the
Okay.
bottle was designed by my father. The label was designed together. So it is a very emotional wine. In terms of tasting, it is
Yes.
incredible because sipping the Gavi Black Label downtown, we discovered the exotic fruit, the very balsamic notes, and it is incredible the surprise about the color. It is pale green, and the freshness of the tasting that is still very fresh. We work without any barrels, and this is one of the secret why this wine became so pure and at the same time so flavored.
I love it.
That's it.
Well, thank you for my bottle, and I will add this to my collection. Um,
Oh, thank
so yes,
you.
I will definitely add this to my collection. Thank you so much. Very honored to have that bottle that your father created. I love that. That is beautiful. It is beautiful. So I,
Thank you.
I I love that. So I was seeing if we had any questions. We have Teddy. Hi, Jason. We really need to unite. I would love for our companies to partner in creating a major unique event focusing on wine with a complete shelf production. Our creativity will be boundless. Oh, wow. I love it. So, okay. He would love to collaborate for a major unique event with the, I love it. I love it.
Ah, wow. Thank you. I'm reading me through the message. Thank you. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
I like that. Yeah, that would definitely be great. That would definitely be great. So now, while we was getting into that, so we're gonna try the black label. Is this the one? We're
Yes.
gonna sample the black label. So I'm gonna open my bottle here.
Yes, I was not ready to open, but I will describe the wine in the same way.
Okay, I love it. I would love to do that. So, and you're hosting virtual tastings now, correct? So
No,
so
yes, absolutely. Well,
okay,
I can give you some updates about the new vintage 2019 that we are now presenting. Well, the 2019 was a vintage really fantastic because the balance of the weather was between sunny days, very dry days. The humidity was very low, and during the evening we had very dry and very cold evenings. So it is a fundamental and very important that the range of temperature between day and night could be so different, and it is important for the quality of the wines. And also the plants was not stressed by humidity or high temperature like in
good,
2018, because
good.
2018 was fantastic vintage, but very difficult because it was very hot. So to create fresh and very mineral wines was very difficult. 2019 was fantastic. We started the harvest in the middle of September, like the old tradition, because in the last vintage we started also end of August. So we was very happy to celebrate this special vintage with this
Okay.
okay.
So it looks. Oh,
I
they
am
should.
here. Sorry,
Okay.
this
Yeah.
special vintage with this weather. So what we obtained is a very mineral Gavi Black Label. So when you start the tasting of Gavi Black Label, what
Mhm.
is the flavor that surprised you? It is the freshness at nose. Remember the green apple. Remember the white flower, and it is a very elegant, very
It
smoothie, but
is
at the
smooth.
same time
Yes.
is something that you remember.
Yeah.
Sometimes
This
many
is good.
persons said to me that La Scolca represent the wow factor because we are a very classical brand after so many years, but every vintage we are able to maintain the same quality, the same tasting, but with a certain detail that keep the attention when you drink the wine. And when you start to drink La Scolca Black Label, it is very interesting. Like the first sip, you feel the salty tasting, the crispy
Yes.
tasting, this very
Yes.
harmonious flavor. And the secondary, when you follow your tasting, you start to discover the orange, the citrus,
Yes. The citrus
quite
come out.
big,
Exactly. I love
because
it.
it is not so aggressive, it's not very aggressive, but
No, it's very.
is fresh,
Yeah, it's
very
very
balanced.
relaxing. Yeah, it's very relaxing to the palate. So That's what I love about it. So like you are able to enjoy each, like you say, all the flavors. You are
It
able to
is.
enjoy it, and I think with like you say, you don't do a lot of chemicals, a lot of pesticides or any of that. This is more of the natural flavors, and you guys do a great job. I mean, one of my favorite. I love it's definitely great. I actually suggest it to a lot of people. Like when I do wine tastings, there are a lot of people that are used to a lot of sweet wines, like the Moscatos and things and just a lot of sweet wines. And with them learning wines and learning to enjoy the wines and experience the wines, this is definitely a wine that I tell them to that they can enjoy. This wine is very relaxed, like you said, on the palate. You can enjoy all the flavors with each tasting. It's like like they say, peeling off the layers of an onion. As you get your flavors, the crisp, the citrus. I love it. I love it.
It is elegant but very comfortable wine. It is a wine that is characterized by authenticity. You can really discover like a signature wine because, like we said before, we start from the vineyards and we respect the raw material, and we try really to gift a wine with emotion because. I
Mm,
consider that in the world we have so many wines, beautiful wines, but what is the wine that you consider special? Many times I asked myself this question. And finally, I can replay that the special wine is the wine that you remember, the wine that you maintain in
mm,
your mind and that gave you special emotion,
mm.
special feeling. And it is true because wine is something that you can appreciate when you taste, and it is not technically, it is not the innovation, but behind this wine, like others, you feel really the passion, the emotion, and it is
Yes.
the characteristic all
Yes.
over the technical characteristic because obviously I love to describe technically my wine and with the many details, but
Yes.
finally what the characteristic that you remember in a wine is the emotion that you felt
Mm,
during this drinking. And many
exactly.
people, many consumers said me that the risk with black label is to drink one glass more because it's
I love
so
it.
comfortable, so
Yes.
fresh, so harmonious that
Mm.
you drink and you enjoy. The sulfites are so low, so it's so natural. You drink, you enjoy, you miss your problems, and you really
Yes.
enjoy your time and your relaxing time. So it is
Absolutely.
our gift. Well, I always said that, and mostly in this time, I remember this statement
Really.
that we are a wine producer. We are not so fundamental for the society like doctors, like never like in this moment, but we save perhaps nice moment and we gift a nice moment to our consumer because you finish a day, we are stressed, we are so tired, and with a glass of good wine, with a glass of La Scolca, you can enjoy your time. And well, the sun will come back in your room and in your
I love it.
days, and
Yes.
any worries will be away. And it is our challenge, obviously, to gift our passion in a glass of wine.
Well, I say you reached that challenge very well. That was one of the reasons why definitely was a must-have to be on the show because wine tells a story. Every bottle, put it this way, every bottle tells a story. And everything that you just gave as far as with the characteristics, with your passion. with your knowledge. It tells in your wine, and I simply love it. This is how wine is to be made. This is definitely the prime example how wine is to be made. I love it. Um, I everybody go out and get some wine. You definitely I will. I am planning on doing wine tastings, using this as one of my wines as I'm booked. When people book me to do wine tastings, my recommendations, this is my one of my recommended wines, my top recommended wines actually, to do my tastings when I'm booked to do wine tastings. So thank you so much for you and all that you do, your family, the love and the passion that you put into what you do is definitely shows through your wine. Now, I do want you to tell everyone. I know here in the States, of course, we got some people from the UK, you know, how can they get your wines? Give us your website. Just give us how they're able to, because you're able to ship, correct? Are you able to ship right now?
Well, no. We are not able to ship from Italy to United States, but we have a specific customer care from Southern Glazer Wine for professional. So for restaurants, for retail shop, and we are in many online shops in United States.
Oh, great, great.
Yes,
So,
and we are now we are increasing our online shops, so it is quite easy to find if you have the opportunity to look and find on Google the location that could be more comfortable to find. It is the right way, and very soon I will present a conciergerie, a specific service to indicate to everybody where to find La Scolca in every countries, and I will start with the United States.
love it, yay! Well, you definitely have to keep me updated. We definitely stay in contact. Um, Everybody, make sure you follow this young lady uh, on Instagram.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very
Yes,
much. Yes.
absolutely. Make sure on Instagram and Facebook, make sure you follow her. Go online to the website if you need more information about how to get these wines. Like she said, you can go online, you can Google the name to find out. So you can get the wines here in the States. Go online. So you can have an opportunity to enjoy these wines just as I have. Shakira, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I know
Thank you.
it was later there, so I thank you for taking the time. I know it's going
Thank
on like
you.
9, 10 o'clock. I am enjoying my bottle right now. I'm loving it. So, as I know it's like about 4 o'clock here, so it's about 10 o'clock there. So, thank you, Italy, for taking the time to be with us this evening. I enjoyed definitely
Thank you.
your
Thank you,
family here.
Tracy. And I hope when I will be back in the US to meet you again and to
Yes.
organize something personally each other, because I was really very pleased to meet you, and thank you for the hospitality this evening, and thank you to maintain the connection with me, and thank you very much again, because it is a great pleasure, and see you soon, and keep in
Yes,
touch.
absolutely, absolutely. We will get together when we're able to travel again. So
Okay,
thank you
perfect.
again for joining us and
Thank
rest of your
you.
night. Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good afternoon. Bye bye. Thank
Bye
you very
bye.
much. Hi.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
everybody for joining.
Thank you.
Look.